class. This is Mr. Castillo. In this video, we are going to learn how to multiply a whole number by a fraction. So here we have an example of a fraction, a model. So 1 is shaded out of 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we have 1/4. Now, how can this be represented as groups of 1/4? So multiplication. So here we have, for example, 1/4 again, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we have here 5 groups of 1/4. So this groups of just means multiplication. Okay, so the multiplication expression for this diagram is going to be 5 times 1/4. So how do we multiply that? Well, you can see it from the diagram that each part here is going to be 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, and you have 5 of those. So you have in total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 5/4. Also, like to do it just numerically without even looking at the diagram, and if they only gave you the expression, then what you're going to do is you're going to multiply the whole number by the numerator. So 5 times 1 is 5, and you keep this same denominator. Okay, what do we have here? So here, each fraction bar here, so circle this one so I can show you. So you can see there are 2 out of 3 shaded. So this is 2/3. Well, there's another 2/3 over here. There's another 2/3 here. And there's another 2/3 here. So this is showing that there are 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 2/3, or you can also say 4 copies of 2/3. So in multiplication, that would be 4 times 2/3. And what is that equal to? Well, you are going to multiply the whole number by your numerator. 4 times 2 is 8/3. We are keeping 4 times 2/3 is 8/3. And you can count them here too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8/3. Each one of these is 8/3. Okay, so this diagram represents 2/5. 2 are shaded out of 5. How can I represent 2 times 2/5? How can I represent that? Well, all I have to do is draw another copy of 2/5. All right, so it's a very fast drawing. Okay, right there. So now this is showing that there are 2 copies of 2/5 or 2 groups of 2/5. Okay, now it's your turn. Pause the video and try to answer this question. In which model could the shaded parts represent 4 times 1/3? Okay, well, when you see a problem like this, let's work out all the choices to see if which of them represents 4 times 1/3. So this problem represents, let me see, 1 is shaded, 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4. So I know that this is 1/4. This is 1 out of 4. This is 1 out of 4. So this part represents, this letter A represents 3 copies of 1/4. So this is not 4 groups of 1/3. This is 3 groups of 1/4. So it's not this one. Okay, now this is, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, we have 1/4 in each, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 groups of 1/4 for this diagram. Well, that's not this choice. Well, let me see this one. Here we have 1, 2, 3, and 1 is shaded, so that's 1 out of 3. So this is a third, this is a third, this is a third. So here we have 3 copies of 1/3, 3 times 1/3, but we need 4 times 1/3. That leaves us with this choice. If you pick this choice, that's right. So 1/3, 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. There you go. 4 times 1/3. Which is, of course, 4/3. All right. Now let's try out a word problem. Tyler bought 5 cartons of milk. Each carton contains 3/4 liter. How many liters of milk did Tyler buy? Explain or show your reasoning. Okay. Try to pause the video and try this out for yourself. Okay. So let's see the important information. So Tyler bought 5 cartons of milk. So 5 cartons of milk, and each carton contains 3/4 liter. And each carton contains 3/4 liters. So the important numbers that we're going to be dealing with here are 5 and 3/4. And the question that we need to answer is, how many liters of milk did Tyler buy? Okay, 5 cartons, and each carton contains 3/4 liters. So that means is 3/4. How many times? Well, how many cartons did he buy? Tyler bought 5 cartons of milk. So that is times 5. So it doesn't matter if it looks like this, if it looks like that, 5 times 3/4 or 3/4 times 5. It's the same thing. So we are still just going to multiply this whole number by the numerator here, and we're going to keep our denominator. So we know that 5 times 3 is 15, but we're not saying 5 times just 3, right? 5 times 3/4. So if you know that 5 times 3 is 15, then 5 times 3/4 is 15/4. Yeah. By the way, there's an invisible one here. So that's the reason why the denominator stays the same. That's another way to look at it. Because we can do 5 times 3 is 15. 1 times 4 still 4. 15/4. So how many liters of milk did Tyler buy? Well, 15/4 liters of milk. He bought 15/4 liters of milk. And if we want to convert this into a mixed number, then we are going to extract the wholes. I know that every 4 out of 4 is one whole, right? So let me see how many I can get from here. Okay, so I know that, so I'm gonna break this apart, right? So 4/4, that's one whole. 4/4, so I have 8 so far. 8/4 plus 4/4, so that's 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, so 3 more fourths. So this is one whole. So this is one whole. That's another whole. That's another whole. So 1, 2, 3. So this is equal to 3 wholes and 3/4. So 3 and 3/4. So it's okay. This answer is okay, or this answer. Next part of the question. Han bought 3 cartons of chocolate milk. Each carton contains 5/8 liter. Did Han buy the same amount of milk as Tyler? Well, let's see how much milk Han bought. You can pause the video and try this out for yourself. Okay, so Han bought 3 cartons of milk, of chocolate milk, and each carton contains 5/8 liter. So that's 3 cartons times 5/8, or 5/8. We can say more appropriately 5/8 3 times. So we multiply this whole number by the numerator. So 3 times 5, again, is 15/8. So 3 times 5/8 is 15/8. So did Han buy the same amount of milk as Tyler? So Han bought 15/8 and Tyler bought 15/4. Well, let's think about it. Which are bigger, fourths or eighths? The smaller denominator indicates the bigger parts. So fourths are always going to be bigger than eighths. So we can say that Tyler bought more. And if you want to convert this into groups of eights to extract the wholes, then we can do that too. So let's see. Let's break this apart. So I know I can take out 8/8 here, 8/8, Um, how do I get to 15 from 8/8? So that's 7. 8 plus 7 is 15. So that's 7/8. So I broke this apart as 8/8 plus 7/8. So here I have one whole, right here, one whole. So that's 1 and 7/8. So as you can see, this is 3 and 3/4 liter. And this is 1 and 7/8 liter. So this is more for sure. So Tyler bought more. So that's another way to look at it. All right, class. I hope you were able to learn. I'll see you in the next one.